Hello guys, welcome back, and today we're going to be talking about Fate Remnant Collide. So yeah, let us begin, shall we, ladies and gents? We would currently see Rex going through the streets as with the help of both the two Avengers, aka specifically that of Ushi and Hessian Lobo. He would start striking down some of the members of the White Fang, easily beating them while also taking care of some of the civilians nearby. Doing so, he would also notice a few things happening. He would see a few, not White Fang robots, I meant Atlas robots helping out the area as well. Mostly that of, I think the Paladins, as they're called. They're basically like these large ass mechs. And, I can't remember the actual name of those, like, just mini robots that are just about the size of, like, a regular human. I'll just call them Knights. So, the Atlas Knights and the Atlas Paladins would start tearing down some of the White Fang members and would start, capturing them. But as for Rex himself, he would slowly start going towards the direction of where Ironwood is. As apparently, he's in the Central Park. As while getting ready to, wait for a second. As he would arrive at a large crossroads, or more specifically, like the central area of where Vale is. As you would see a few other White Fang members, but he would notice something also a little bit concerning, or should I say, getting ready to shoot him. As he would see some sort of arrow rushing towards him, as he will dodge out of the way, as he would say, "What the?" As before he can dodge, his servant Ushi goes in would slice the arrow in half, causing it to explode right in front of her. As she would say, "Disgusting," she would say. "So, we have another one like me." As after hearing that, he would say, "Wait, a servant?" As she would say, "Yeah. And she definitely has Oni blood just like me." As after saying that, she would twirl her two large odachis together. As she would say, "I'll take care of this one, master." As he would say, "Very well." As after saying that, he would say, "Now, Hessian." As Hessian and Lobo would be near him, as he would say, "Act as my shield." Or, yeah, act as my shield, I meant. As after saying this, the two servants, or composite servant, as they would both get ready to fight. As for Ushi, she would go on top of the nearby buildings and she would start to try and fight the actual servant that's causing all of this trouble. And as for him, he would rush towards a large line of White Fang members, as he would charge in saying, "Take down that bastard!" As after saying these words, the White Fang members that believe that they can beat him, well, oh boy, they're sorely mistaken. As we currently see Ironwood, he was currently commanding the now revealed servant. Though he's not his master. In fact, it's somebody else. As he would say, so. As he would look towards the servant, as he would say, "Do you know anything different about this area?" As he would say, "Nothing too different." As he would started reloading his not too different, he would say. As he would start reloading his M1 Garand, as he would look towards his master, as he would say, "Master, do you have any commands?" He would say. As the person would be revealed to be Winter, as Winter would say, "Yeah, nothing too different. Also, no orders for you yet. For now, just take care of some of the White Fang members if they come nearby." As after hearing that, he would say, "Very well," he would say. As he would be perched up, getting ready to, to shoot down anybody that comes near. Mostly just White Fang members. As after saying this, one of them specifically that the Winter would say, "I'm still quite confused. You said that that Mr. Um, General Ironwood, you said that the Mr. Goodwitch only had this ability, the ability to summon these what you call as heroic spirits, she would say. As he would say, yeah, but it seems that there's something going on amiss. If it's not a semblance, then what exactly is? As the servant would say, oh, guess I'll explain it then. As after saying that, he would say, explain what? As he would explain the whole concept of servants and heroic spirits. And he would explain also some other things about why he was summoned. Apparently, it's a Holy Grail War, or a soon-to-be Holy Grail War that's happening. And also explain the Holy Grail War and such, which both Ironwood and her would be confused and also quite concerned after hearing about the Holy Grail itself. Wait for a second. As we currently see Rex going to finally arrive at the Central Park, as he would see that it was currently fortified with the help of some huntsmen and also some huntsmen in waiting, or I meant huntsmen in training, and also some Atlas robots. As they're currently looking around, checking if there's any White Fang members. As while doing so, he would see something that is definitely not normal. He would see the servant in question, as he would say, wait, why is a servant there? As he would start moving towards the actual tent. As when he arrived there, a Atlas, soldier would say, excuse me, but we won't allow. As when he looked over and would see the young man in front of him, he would say, oh, Mr. Goodwitch, here, he would say. As after saying that, he would say, so you, as he would say, yes, we've been told by General Ironwood about your arrival. As he would say, thank you. As after going inside of the large building that both Ironwood and Winter are in, he would slowly go inside and would see Ironwood himself looking a bit worried, but also looking at him with concern. As he would say, hey, Uncle Ironwood, what happened? As he would say, Rex, mind telling me why is there a servant that's not even contracted with you? Or in fact, is not even a part of you, he would say. After hearing that, he would say, what do you mean? As he would say, well, come here, he would say. As Winter would arrive, as she would say, not Izuku, I meant Rex. As he would say, Winter, what do you mean, why are you here, he would say. As she would say, well, it's about this. As she would slowly take off her glove, revealing a command seal. As when Rex would see it, he would say, wait, why do you have a command seal, he would say. As she would say, well, as she would the commander's servant. As he would reveal himself. As the servant would arrive, as he would say, servant assassin, he would say. As he would put his not M12 Abram, I meant his M1 Grand. As he would put it on his shoulder, as he would say, servant assassin, you may call me Simo Hayao. As after hearing that, he would say, wait, a servant? How? And as she would say, well, it seems that your semblance is not a semblance. As after hearing that, Rex would say, damn it. So I'm guessing he told them. Shit, he would say. As after hearing that, he would say, wait, you mean my semblance is not a semblance? Saying it, while also lying through his teeth. As he would say, it seems so. And it seems to be connected to this Holy Grail War. As after hearing this, he would say, Holy Grail War? Obviously still pretending that he doesn't know. As after saying this, he would start explaining the whole thing, which he already knows. As he would say, I see. I see. So, there's this ancient war that's gonna happen, he would say. As the servant would say, yes. And it's quite interesting after learning about you. You seem to have the ability to summon multiple servants, but they don't seem to be affiliated with this war. As after hearing that, he would say, wait, really? As he would say, yeah. Unlike me and probably the other servants that are going to be in this war, you're not really connected with this war exactly. It's more like it seems that your servants seem to be connected to a true magecraft, a true magic, he would say. As after hearing that, one of them would ask, "Wait, magic? As in actual magic?" Said a somewhat surprised, Ironwood. As after hearing that, the servant known as Simo would say, "Yes." As after saying this, everybody will still be surprised, even though they already know about the wish granting item known as the Holy Grail. Wait for a second. As Simo would explain the whole concept of true magic and magecraft, which after hearing that he would say, "So, actual magic is real," he would say. And in this timeline, I almost forgot to say, he doesn't know about Ozpin and the whole him being an immortal being that essentially is from the olden times of a Remnant. So yeah, he's definitely gonna be confused after hearing about Ozpin. So, after explaining this, he would think to himself, so, it seems that actual magic exists? Well, that is certainly interesting, he would say this to himself. As he would look towards, Rex again, as he would say, so, you seem to be a part of some sort of, or at least you're from a magic family, or MAGUS family as you call it, right? As Simo would say, yes, it seems so. And probably from a powerful one if he's able to hide his abilities wait for a second. Probably from a really significant magecraft family, or MAGUS family. That would explain why he has that much of a ability to use his magecraft pretty easily. As after hearing that, he would say, wait, I wanted to ask, are they genetic, or as you'd say, yes? Depending on the mage family itself, it's based on genetics on what you get. So essentially, it makes him a nepo baby in a way, he would say. As after hearing that, Rex would think to himself, well, true, but actually, yeah, it is true. He would say that to himself. As he would say, anyway, so you're telling me that I'm a magus, as you call it? Obviously still lying. As he would say, yes. Though, I may not be good with magecraft. I can certainly, if we find a servant that of the caster class, specifically maybe that of the ones that are going to act in this Holy Grail War, they can certainly help you with your magecraft, he would say. As after hearing that, Rex would think to himself, yeah, no thank you. I'm already good enough with my magecraft, you dick-ass, he would say that to himself. As after saying that to himself, he would look towards the servant once again, as he would say, anyway, so is there any problem recently, especially from the White Fang? As he would say, specifically that of Ironwood, no. With the help of my wait for a second. With the help of my Atlas robots and the Huntsman, we are now able to finish off the White Fang once and for all. Or at least I hope so. As after saying that, he would say this. Also, Rex, I want you to take care of yourself during the Visto Festival. Won't want you getting hurt. Especially since after learning about your heritage, you would say. As you'd say, sure, Uncle Ironwood. As after saying this, we will end off this episode right off here. So, yeah, bye bye!